A lot of people. What was the key in the game plan to spread it around so many guys?
Yeah, I mean, I've been saying it for a long time now, is we have a lot of guys that can go make plays for us. And I think, we saw that today. A lot of guys that were involved in the game plan and made plays, and it makes my job really easy. Like I said, media on Tuesdays, and I just execute the play that's called. And whoever's open, that's where I throw the ball, whether it's a tight end, a receiver, a running back on a check down on the flat. That's all there is to it. So I just got to execute what play is called, and Coach Rock has done a fantastic job of getting us in great situations.
I just want to follow up on that. PJ was talking about kind of working through progressions and kind of feeling like that's been better here this year. How would you feel?
Yeah, way better. When you know what you're looking for and you're confident and kind of the play that's called, good looks for it, bad looks for it, spatial awareness. It allows you to move through the progression faster and know when to maybe hold on to progression a little bit longer. So I felt really good at that, but I need to continue to improve on it. But I definitely feel confident in every play that's been called and going through my progressions.
Tanner, the first two drives, 77 yards for a touchdown, 75. Do you feel the offense was basically operating as good as it has all year?
Yeah, I think we were operating fantastic today. We were executing. We were stopping ourselves a lot, though. Definitely got to fix that. Too many penalties. So we got to clean that up. But again, we just got to continue to get better. But I was really proud of how hard our guys played and how they went out there and executed.
We're also joined by Daniel Jackson, closest to me. Andy.
Justin, PJ talked about wanting more turnovers, but obviously everybody wants that. Today you were able to get those takeaways. What did you feel like was instrumental in being able to get over the hump and get them today?
Can you repeat that?
Just about getting over the hump and being able to force turnovers today like you were.
Every week we emphasize turnovers, and today we had 3, I think. So that's the amount we should get every week, or we strive to get every week. So I thought we should execute the game plan good enough this week, and turnovers came to us. So yeah.
Daniel, obviously first game without Crab. How did you feel like you and the rest of the receivers were able to step up collectively?
We had Crab with us the whole time. He's in all of our hearts. But the goal is to be consistent and execute the game plan. So I feel like we did that pretty well.
Tanner, you got a couple of third down conversions with your feet. You've been doing a lot better on that this year. What have you improved, I guess?
A little bit faster? I don't know. Our strength and conditioning staff is awesome, but I think too, when playing the quarterback position, it's all about, advancing the sticks, getting us in great situations, keeping us on the field, moving the ball, and, knowing when progression's maybe not doesn't look great, and hey, let's find a running lane to take off. And so, you don't want to be the guy that takes off right away always, but when the opportunity presents itself, it's a great opportunity to go out there and do it. And I love it because, it's fun. It's football, and I get an opportunity to show my guys that I'm gonna, lay my body out on the line to get a first down and whatever it takes, just like they do every single play. So, but again, it's not like, I'm taking the snap, looking to take off, but when the opportunity presents itself, you got to make it happen and keep the sticks moving.
Tanner, sorry if you were already asked this, but when you have the play called, you look at the sideline and get it confirmed, or you're changing, how comfortable were you when you were reading the defense as you were getting into the play or changing the play? How comfortable was it? Because it looked kind of easy. How comfortable as with the game plan and the way that you applied it?
Yeah, definitely. I think it comes down to trusting your training and understanding, when to play checks, why it's checking, and that's kind of being in Coach Soraka's brain, and him that's like us communicating non-verbally on the field is, when plays are changed, I understand why he's changing it, so it feels really good. But again, it's all about trusting the training and understanding, every play is not going to be the perfect look for it, and then how to operate from that. That's just how you got to move. And they did a great job of mixing up some looks on us. And every play we didn't get a great, coverage, whatever we were looking for, but we just had to execute and live to see another down.
Hey, Tanner, entering this game, Michigan State's defense had yet to pick off a pass, and you went through it today. Clean slate, only had 3 incompletions. So, from what you've seen on film with them through 3 games, how confident were you that you'd be able to have success passing the ball today?
Yeah, I mean, for us, it's always about executing the game plan. It sounds like a, old record, but we knew we would have opportunities in the run game and the pass game. We had guys that were able to go out there and win their one-on-one matchups, and we were able to, find advantageous calls, and they did a great job. They played really hard. They brought some pressure, mixed things up on us, but our guys went out there and made plays, and that's what it's all about.
Mariano, a lot have been made about your early schedule. People wanted to see if you could beat somebody. You feel like you beat somebody today? What statement does that make?
Yeah, I mean, it really doesn't matter the opponent. Each week we're going out there with, our game plan and our execution in mind, and focusing on us. So, like I said, it didn't matter if it was Michigan State, Colorado, whoever we play. We have to go out there and execute the game plan to the best of our ability, and I think we did exactly that. I talked to you guys last week about getting more takeaways on the defensive side of the ball, and we did exactly that. We emphasized that throughout the week at practice, and then it shows up on Saturdays. We also talked about limiting explosive plays, because this was an operation on their end that liked to get big chunk plays downfield, which led to points. And we knew we were going to have to stop them by making them drive the length of the field, and we did exactly that.
We'll take 2 more for our student athletes. Andy, go ahead.
PJ's talked a few times about Jerry Rice clip about mastering and always improving. What did you guys taken away from that, maybe Mariano and anyone else that's
Yeah, I mean, that's just our mentality culturally. There's always something to get better at. We're going to throw this film on, and there's going to be 1,000 points that our coaches gave us that we could have done better in that football game. So yeah, the Jerry Rice clip just hits home because, as a football player, you never fully feel like you reach your potential, and that's what makes teams elite, is because they're always striving to change their best on a daily basis.
Final question. Andy, go ahead.
You guys were not this close to the locker room at Huntington, but we heard a lot of shouts, a lot of excitement. What were some of the things that stood out in the celebration locker room?
We got to celebrate Mo. That was pretty cool. Celebrated him becoming all-time touchdown rushing leader.
Correct.
Go for history. That's pretty cool. That's pretty special. And Mo, knowing Mo, it wasn't an individual thing. He shared that with us, but you could see everybody was excited for him, and so that's a moment. He's gonna downplay it, but that's history. I mean, it was DT was all-time go for great, and Mo. One more touchdown he did in his career, and that's pretty cool. I mean, that's something that doesn't just go by easily. And then just celebrating the hard work that our teams put in together. That's what we celebrate in the locker room. And then we're gonna get back tomorrow. We're gonna watch the film, and it's gonna be a lot of ways that we can learn and improve and grow.